You cut carbs to feel better, and instead your body turns into a fire alarm. Your heart races at night. Anxiety shows up out of nowhere. Sleep breaks in half. One cup of coffee feels like a drug. And cravings stop being a preference and start feeling urgent, like you are in trouble. That contradiction is real. For some people, low carb does not just change appetite, it changes stress chemistry. And the problem is not that your body is broken, it is that it is trying to keep you alive. Moving to slide 2. Cortisol is not evil. It is your built-in get-it-done hormone. It helps you have energy on demand, especially when food is not coming in. It helps keep blood sugar steady by telling your liver to release more glucose and by helping you mobilize stored fuel. It also helps you wake up and stay alert, which is why it naturally rises in the early morning. The issue is dosage and timing. When cortisol has to do too much work too often, you do not experience it as energy. You experience it as wired, edgy, and fragile sleep. So if low carb suddenly makes you feel tense or overstimulated, do not label cortisol as the villain. It is usually responding to a blood sugar situation your body does not like. And that is why carbs can feel weirdly calming. Moving to slide 3. Carbs can feel calming because glucose arrives quickly, and your brain is extremely sensitive to changes in fuel availability. When glucose shows up reliably, insulin rises. Insulin is not just a storage signal. It is also a "we have enough" signal. In many people, that reduces the need for emergency counter-regulation. When carbs are very low, your body can still maintain blood sugar, but it often leans harder on backup systems. The liver makes glucose, as stress hormones help drive that. Cortisol supports glucose production over time. Adrenaline can step in fast when blood sugar drops quickly or when your brain predicts it might. That adrenaline hit can feel exactly like anxiety, a tight chest, a sudden sense of doom, racing thoughts, shaky hands. Now put that into a night context. If your dinner is very low carb and you go a long time without eating, you may drift downward while you sleep. Your body does not want you to go low and stay low, so it raises cortisol and sometimes adrenaline to push glucose back up. That is why some people wake at 2 or 3 a.m. wide awake, heart pounding, even though nothing stressful happened. For them, carbs do not treat anxiety, they reduce the need for anxiety-like chemistry. Moving to slide 4. Here is the low-carb stress loop. You start with a lower glycogen baseline, meaning less stored carbohydrate in the liver and muscle. That can be fine, but it makes you more dependent on making glucose and releasing it on time. If the supply gets even slightly tight, cortisol rises to compensate, because cortisol helps keep blood glucose available between meals. If that still is not enough in the moment, adrenaline joins in. Adrenaline is fast and loud. It increases alertness, pushes fuel into the bloodstream, and it also creates the exact sensations people call panic. So you think, low carb gave me anxiety, when what happened is low carb changed my fuel buffer, and my body used stress hormones to protect my brain. Then you respond to those feelings with more restriction, more caffeine, more white-knuckling. That keeps the loop going. The fix starts by respecting the timing of your stress hormones. Moving to slide 5. Nighttime is the trap because it is the longest fasting window you do all day. Sleep still needs stable blood sugar, and your liver runs the show while you are not eating. If liver glycogen is low, or dinner was too lean on carbs, cortisol can peak too early to keep glucose up. That can pop you awake around 3 a.m., feeling wired and hungry. If you want calm sleep, you have to stop treating nighttime like a test of willpower. Moving to slide 6. Electrolytes can fool you because low carb changes your fluid balance fast. When carbs drop, insulin drops, and your kidneys dump more sodium and water. That can shrink blood volume in a few days. You stand up, your heart rate jumps to compensate. You feel palpitations, lightheadedness, or a shaky, panicky body feeling that looks like anxiety, but is really low volume. Then there are the muscle symptoms. Less sodium in fluid means weaker contractions and less tolerance for sweating. That is where cramps, heavy legs, and that strange whole-body weakness can show up, especially after training or in hot weather. So yes, salt and fluids can fix a lot. Start simple. Salt your meals aggressively for a week and add a salted drink around workouts. If you are getting headaches or pounding heartbeat, try 1 to 2 extra grams of sodium spread across the day, unless your clinician has you on a sodium restriction. But here's the trap. Replacing electrolytes does not automatically calm a stressed nervous system. You can be low on sodium and also genuinely anxious at the same time. Two problems can coexist, and your risk goes up when you stack stressors. Moving to slide 7. Your risk goes up when low carb is layered on top of an already high load. If you are training hard, you are already pushing stress hormones. If sleep is short or fragmented, your baseline arousal is higher the next day. Add a big calorie deficit and you get another push because the body reads it as scarcity. Then caffeine. A lot of people use it to perform and to cope, but it can keep your system revved even when you are exhausted. Daily life stress does the same. Deadlines, conflict, long commutes, financial pressure. None of it is imaginary to your physiology. If several of these are true at once, do not assume your symptoms mean you are weak or broken. It usually means your total load is too high for the recovery you are giving yourself. Moving to slide 8. Watch for patterns that show your system is stuck in high gear. One is wired but tired. You are exhausted, but you cannot fully relax, and your sleep feels light. Another is random irritability spikes, where tiny things set you off and it surprises you. Cold hands at rest can matter too, especially if it is new for you. Morning dread is another. Not normal dislike of early mornings, but a heavy, uneasy feeling before anything has even happened. And in the gym, the same workout suddenly feels harder. Your warm-up feels like work, your heart rate runs high, and your usual pace feels costly. If you see several of these together for more than a few days, treat it like a signal, not a character flaw. Small changes can lower the noise quickly, and food timing changes signals. Moving to slide 9. Food timing can calm the system without changing your whole diet. Start with dinner. If you are feeling revved at night or waking up wired, aim for a deliberate carb target at dinner, even if the rest of your day is lower carb. Think rice, potatoes, oats, fruit, or yogurt, paired with your usual protein. Keep protein solid, but avoid pushing a huge, very late protein meal right before bed if it disrupts sleep for you. Also avoid a long evening fast. Going from an early dinner to a late breakfast can amplify overnight stress signals in some people. A small pre-bed option like yogurt, milk, or fruit can be enough. For breakfast, choose a stable, repeatable meal so your morning is not a guessing game. Then match most of your carbs to training days and training windows, especially post-workout. Do that for a week, and you often feel a shift. Caffeine is the other volume knob. Moving to slide 10. Caffeine turns up volume because it amplifies adrenaline signaling. That can feel like focus, or it can feel like anxiety, depending on your baseline. It also masks low sleep, so you think you are fine, then your body pays for it later with a crash or a second wind at night. It often hits harder on low carb because your heart rate and stress response are already more reactive, especially if sodium and calories are low. So make caffeine more strategic. Delay your first dose for 60 to 90 minutes after waking. Keep it away from late afternoon, and cap your total intake so you are not stacking doses. A simple rule is 1 to 2 coffees, then stop. And do not use caffeine to force a workout that your body is resisting. Used well, caffeine is a tool. Used as a crutch, training can backfire. Moving to slide 11. Training can backfire when your plan keeps your body in a constant stress response. Fasted cardio is a common trigger. You start with low blood sugar, then push intensity and cortisol rises to keep you moving. If you do that day after day, you can end up wired, sleep gets lighter, hunger cues get messy, and your resting heart rate can creep up. Heavy lifting is also stress, even when you love it. Big compounds, high effort sets, and short rest periods stack fatigue on your nervous system. If you are chasing PRs while also cutting calories, sleeping less, or living on caffeine, that stack gets tall fast. So keep intensity honest. Make most cardio truly easy, where you can speak in full sentences. Save hard intervals for 1 or 2 sessions a week, not 5. Build in more recovery days and treat them as training, not failure. Fuel hard sessions. Put carbs before or after the workouts you want to be intense, and do not try to earn food with extra volume. Smart training is stress you can recover from. That is where progress happens, and medical guardrails matter. Moving to slide 12. Medical guardrails matter because not every overtrained feeling is from training. If you have a thyroid history, get it reviewed, especially if symptoms changed quickly or you have heat intolerance, tremor, or unexplained weight shifts. Look at meds and stimulants, decongestants, ADHD meds, pre-workouts, fat burners, and even high-dose nicotine can push heart rate, anxiety, and sleep disruption. Rule out arrhythmia if you notice skipped beats, sudden racing episodes at rest, chest pain, fainting, or shortness of breath that is new for you. If your energy swings or you wake up at 3 a.m. wired, consider short-term glucose monitoring with a clinician's guidance. If you are unsure, ask a clinician. Clear boundaries let you train with confidence and calm without quitting. Moving to slide 13. Calm without quitting means reducing your total stress load, not deleting exercise. Lower weekly volume for 2 weeks, keep one heavy session, and make the rest easy. Use carbs strategically around training and at dinner if night waking is an issue. Prioritize the same sleep and wake times. Taper caffeine gently, and track symptom timing so you can spot patterns. If this helped, subscribe for more evidence-based training guidance. Comment with your current weekly training split and your main symptom. This content is for education only and is not medical advice. Consult a qualified healthcare professional for personal medical guidance. Burn fat efficiently. Think clearly. Live steadily.